Good morning, everyone. We've had some technical difficulties here. I had a storm out here just a couple days, well, actually yesterday. So we had some technical wireless connection problems this morning, starting a couple of minutes past 7. But we are here. And you are welcome to Strictly Business. My name is Rich Wallace, and I want to welcome you to Strictly Business this morning. This is our network TV show called Strictly Business, and we are live 3 mornings a week at 7 a.m. And we are here this morning to talk to you about your business and getting things going in your business. What a wonderful day. Today is Thursday, close towards the end of the week. We are moving in that direction. So we're asking you to move along with us and find out how your business can stretch itself and make some things happen. This is Rich Wallace, and you are welcome to Strictly Business, a TV network put on by Edge TV and the Competitive Edge Printing Company. We are one of the largest Black organizations in the Southern California region, and we want to welcome you to our TV show this morning. We're supposed to have some guests this morning, so we're looking forward for them showing up in a few minutes and getting things going. We're going to be here till 8 a.m., so let's just get started and rock and roll. Since there is no one here yet, we are going to listen to Shelly about our show that we just had. So welcome again to Strictly Business, and welcome to our Edge TV network as we get started this morning on your business. Once again, my name is Rich Wallace. I am the president of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, from the desert to the sea. And we are branched off into our Edge TV network, which is our network that brings business tools to business people and puts you in the right place at the right time. Nothing worse than being at the right place at the wrong time. I like to tell a story a lot about being on time and being where you're supposed to be and being connected to those that you have to connect to. We are in the process of putting on our network TV show, and it's always necessary for us to be able to be tuned in to the businesses that need to be tuned into. So my guest, once again, this is Strictly Business. This is a talk show about business tools. So if you're looking to be on our network, please, you can sign up on our calendar at Edge TV Network, edgetvnetwork.net. You can go and you can sign in to be a guest on our show and come and talk about some business issues that you need to get solved. We are here to solve problems. We are here to put things together so that you can act as if you are really trying to move things forward. So once again, this is Strictly Business. My name is Rich Wallace, and today we're going to go back into our time management schedule. If you remember last month, we were talking about time management and what is the best way to manage your time and how would you be able to decide that. And what we always say, a short pencil is better than a long memory. So to manage your time, you must make notes of your time. You must move into where you can get things done on a timely manner. And which means you have to ABC your products, your ABC your day, which is the A things that you need to get done today. You need to write those down. Where are the B things that you need to get done today for your time management schedule? As you put your schedule together, you must write things down. And as you finish them for that day, you must take them off the list. And then you have to take your A, B, and C items and make sure that they're an A, B, or C item in your time management program. If you are doing C things today, if you're washing the dishes and you're already late and you're trying to get out the door, especially if you work from home, let me wash my dishes before I do this or before I do that. Let's take out the trash before I do this. No, you're at work. You're at work, so you must do your work. Take out the trash at your 15-minute break when it first starts. So when you are an entrepreneur and you work for yourself, you got to put a clock on you. You have to time yourself so that you know what is the best thing to do. We're going to get some questions in the chat here in a few minutes on people that have time management issues. I have 2 kids at home, and I got this, and I got that, and I got this, and I got that. You don't have anything. And time is the only thing that you don't get back. If you lose money, you'll get that money back. If you don't have a car, you'll get another car. I guarantee you pretty soon one day. So your time is the only thing that you give that cannot be given back to you. So you must manage your time properly. You must put things together so that you know what you're doing in time management. I was expecting a couple of guests on this morning. I guess they could not figure out how to do this, but this is strictly business, and we're going to continue to do strictly business 3 days a week. So we will be here on Wednesday mornings, Friday mornings, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, and Friday mornings at 7 a.m., connecting you and finding out what you need to do to make your business work. We have a question in the chat here that's saying, if I am on schedule for an appointment and someone is late, should I wait? Well, you should give them at least 10 minutes, and you should give yourself a 10-minute window. So actually you've given them 20 minutes because you're there 10 minutes before you start. If you're not there before the meeting starts, you're late. And I used to have a saying, say, well, it doesn't start till I get there. No, it starts when it's supposed to start. So you need to move yourself in a management situation where you can manage your time to get the things that you have done. Got a new idea? Don't have time to do it? Yes, you do. Got a plan? I'm working on my job. I got a family. I got this, and I got all of these things moving around. So I really can't do my business because I don't have time. That's what people use as an excuse. Two excuses they use. I don't have time and I don't have money. Money will come to you. Time will be there if you decide. They have a great line in a movie that I saw about Tupac, the rap star, and it said, you have the same 24 hours that I have. So your 24 hours, how do you make the best use of that time that you have? What do you do? Do you start your morning at 5 a.m., at 6 a.m.? Once you've had your cup of coffee, your juice, your banana split, or whatever it is you do in the morning to get you moving, you must be moving. You can't, they had an old saying back in the South, say, slow feet don't eat. So that's one of the things that you must maintain is your time management, your ability to do things during the day. And if you don't think you have time, what you do today is Thursday, the 23rd, is at the end of the day, go back and see what you did today. Make notes of what happened on Thursday, June 23rd, all day. How did you start your morning? What did you do? You got up, you got yourself together, you did all those things. And number one, go back. How long did it take you to get yourself together? Time. How long did it take you to prepare to get to your desk? If it's down the hall in the second bedroom, if it's across town, how long did it take you to get yourself ready and to get out the door or down the hall to get started? If it takes you an hour to get ready, then you need to prepare for that hour in advance. If you got to be at the job at 6, your job, your entrepreneur job, or whatever it is, and it takes you an hour to get ready every morning, then you need to be up at 5 because you got to be out the door. You got to be down the hall. You got to be dressed. You got to be ready to go. If you're spending too much time, makeup, combing your hair, that's why I got rid of my hair. No, it just went away. Is that I needed to be able to move and get myself started on a timely manner. So time management, preparing yourself for the day, making notes of the day. At the end of the day, check back and see how much time you spend on the freeway. If you're spending a lot of time on the highways and freeways getting from point A to point B, then you need to figure out a different route. You need to figure out what you have to do. And I'm willing to walk with you. The question in the chat is that I just don't have time, no matter what you say. Well, if you start clocking your time, if you start saying, okay, from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, this is what happened. Those 2 hours. What happened in those 2 hours? What happened from 8 to 10 a.m. or from 8 to 10 p.m.? That's 4 hours of your day. Oh, I stopped working at 7. Now, me, I stopped working at 9. Until people don't call me after 9 o'clock. I'm done. I don't work past 9. I may be doing events or other things past 9 or preparing paperwork, but I'm not communicating with any outside contacts past 9 p.m. So you have to determine what your schedule is going to be. And if you've wasted your entire day planning, not doing, because engaging is what makes you, you, not blaming other people. I couldn't get there because I don't have that. The blame game doesn't work as an entrepreneur. You have no one to blame but you. If you're processing your situation and making some things happen, we had a celebrity golf tournament. Give you an example. We had a celebrity golf tournament this past weekend. We do every year. Every year for the past 27 years, we've been doing this golf tournament. And every year I've been assigning this golf tournament to certain people to be in charge of this or to be in charge of that. And we had 5 people working on the golf tournament. Only one out of the 5 stepped up. Could I use that for an excuse for not having everything in place for our golf tournament? Could I use that as a reason because we didn't have time or they didn't have time? So therefore, the tournament would turn out some kind of wrong way? No. You can't blame or put the issue on anyone else that wastes your time, because it's your time and you've allowed them to waste your time. And if you waste my time one time, you don't get a second. I'm sorry, because I can't get that time back. If I spend an hour talking to you on the phone and there's no results, we don't get anything out of that hour. Wow. Yeah, that's a wow. I've gone and I've spent that whole hour dealing with what your issue and bringing you to a point where we can get something done and we don't do anything. Time is of an essence. Time you don't get back. And it passes pretty fast. When I look at my youth, what I thought I was always going to be able to make a hook shot, always able to do certain things. And as time moved on and my time management got crazy, I could always blame my kids. Oh, I couldn't get that boy's pants on. I couldn't get him to do this. I couldn't get him to do that. No, that's an excuse. And an excuse is like a behind. Everybody got one. And I'm not going to allow you to use your excuse to waste my time. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard for you to do. That's hard for you to say. Is you don't want to use the blame game for someone that's wasting your time. How do you know somebody's wasting your time? How do you really know that that person is really not going to do what they say they're going to do? And usually, if they say it more than twice, they're not going to do it. Oh, yeah, I'm going to make sure that this is going to happen, and I'm going to make sure. And then you talk to them again, and they go back to trying to make you feel comfortable about them doing something that they're really not going to do. So where's your safety net at? Where's your plan when the plan falls apart? Where is your plan when Billy, Mary, James don't do their part that you're assigned to? Oh, I would have had more people here, but the person that was supposed to send out the emails did not get the emails out. Or I would have had more people here. or I would have been able to do this, but the person that was supposed to do that didn't do that. Wait a minute. You're the person, because the buck stops there. The buck stops with you. Well, I assigned that to so-and-so, and they were not able to. Well, did you check back with them? Time. You put everybody on a time clock. You need to get this done by this time, by 2 p.m. today. And if you don't have this done by 2 p.m. today, guess what's happening at 2:01? I'm bringing in my safety net, because this has got to happen. I can't say you didn't, and you won't, and you will. No, that dog don't hunt. That dog don't hunt. We will not be able to put the blame on you. We had an excellent conference out in Long Beach, California, past month, and we had initially, I think it was 5 people that were going to work on this conference, that were going to make some things happen. Oh yeah, we're going to have a lot of people. We're going to do this. And I sit in those meetings and I list the rah, and you can spot a cheerleader from a player. And that's what you have to be able to do. You have to know that you have cheerleaders on the side that are not in the game. And most of them don't even know how the game is played, because they're cheerleaders. And you need a cheerleader. I'm not trying to say get rid of your cheerleaders. Keep your cheerleaders, but know that's a cheerleader. They got pom-poms in their hands. They're full. They can't pick up boxes. They got pom-poms in their hand, cheering you on, rooting for you. And if your activity starts backing up, they stop cheering. Oh, well, he ain't gonna make a touchdown. He's not gonna make that phone call. They stop cheering, and you don't hear the cheering anymore, so you slow down. Oh, no. And another thing, you can't let people upset you so you don't work. He said this to me, I'm just so upset. I can't function anymore because, or because you got a broken heart. I've had those. If you've got somebody that don't want you no more, and you're dealing with that madness, because you can't tell the heart where to go. The heart is the heart, but the head runs the show. You got to work through the heart, even when you have a broken heart. You got to work through the different things, even when you have. We're going to take a quick short break here, and we will be right back. Welcome back to EdgeTVNetwork.net. Please, if you have friends and family and people that might need some of this information, and we're going to get deep next week. This has been a trying month for us. It's been our June celebration, and I want to say the Juneteenth weekend celebrations across the country sounds as if they all went off with no problems. And that was a wonderful thing. It's a confusing situation to celebrate Juneteenth. To a lot of people, you're celebrating somebody being late, which is something that's weird that we celebrate. You coming to the party 2 years later, the birthday is over, everything is done, and here you are showing up. I'm free. No. So as a people, we do need to recognize those people that dealt with those situations, and we need to recognize it in a way that we can bring them up and make changes. Juneteenth is about change. It was changed to let the people know that they were free, that they could do certain things, but they. So it's kind of like, when you get put out, you put out. So if you haven't prepared for the put out, you are unstable. Your time is now shifting to a crazy situation that is not helping you move forward. So Juneteenth is about moving forward from being chained up from behind time. The time that those 2 years or that past time being in bondage Those people won't get that time back. That time is gone. So now they have to figure out and manage themselves so that they can move forward and be prosperous and engage into what they're trying to do. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about time management and engaging. No sense in saving time if you're not saving it for something. No sense in looking at the transportation route if you're not doing anything. Now, I'm not saying work in your car while you're on the freeway, because that could be dangerous. And we don't want to risk not having any more time. And that's what a lot of people do. You take a risk and you say, because this is going to boost my time, I'm going to take an energy drink so I'll have more energy. Slow down. Manage your time properly. And maybe you won't drink as many of those energy drinks that are probably not good for you. Now, I'm not on the energy drink people, but probably not good for you. Anything that gives you a speed up and then a slow down can't be good for your body. So if you manage your time, if you put yourself in a position and direct where you need to go, it works. So we're going to have guests on starting next week. We're going to be back into time management, explaining how your time can be set aside, how your time can work the best for you. Those are some of the things that we need to put forward. Time is so important, and time is something you don't get back. So I say to you today, make a route of today. It is 7:25. What are you going to be doing? Okay, I wasted an hour. I was on edgetvnetwork.net, and I sit there and I watched you for an hour. Well, most people that watch me on Edge TV Network on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays are checking their emails at the same time. Delete, 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 So you got to check your emails before you leave, because you may have something in there that tells you that they rerouted you. Oh, I sent you an email. It's people are so email and so text savvy today that they don't pick up the phone and call you. Yo, man, don't get on that freeway. It's real bad. It's real bad. You're going to waste your time. And that's one of the things. Find out before you leave the house, which is the best route for me to take. The internet and the highways and all of the different things have made it easier for you to say, let me check to see if I should get on the 405 or the 10 or the 20 or the 15 or whatever freeway that is that you need to take. And if you're just going down the hall to the extra bedroom to log in to check your email, take your house slippers off. Put your shoes on. Because when it's time to walk out the door, you don't waste that time now trying to put your shoes on, because you got to get out the door. Time is so important, and I am stressing that you manage your time better. Because if you don't manage your time, your day will get away from you. And when you get home to your mate, to your dog, or whoever it is you're going to be home with or by yourself, you're going to say, where did the day go? What happened? I had such a massive plan. You allowed other people to come into your day and switch it around. Oh, can you do this? Can you come by? Can you drop this off? Can you make this phone call? Wait a minute, I got a schedule. And you ain't in it. You ain't in it. You are not in it. Your English, your whatever it is, you have to say no. And spirit-led people are so easy to move their schedule. Why? Because they want to help. People want to help you do you. And I got to say, that is somewhere on the wall. Don't help me. Ask me. Ask me if I need you to put my keys over here. Because I'm looking all over the place for my keys. I'm trying to find everything I'm trying to find. And you have come along and helped me when I didn't ask or I don't need. And I may need your help, but you got to communicate. That's why you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can listen better. Now, I'm not saying that's how God built you with 2 ears so you can listen better, but I'm saying since you have the 2, listen better. And if you're listening better, before you make a move to your daily plan, your time is identified as, okay, I don't need to go by here and do that. I don't need to swing by Home Depot at noon. I can do that on the way home. I can take my noon time or my busy time and make that time productive, because productivity is key in making your day complete. So how do I make my day complete? Once again, I always say, short pencil is better than a long memory. Write down your plan today. It is 7:29. Put down what your plan was for today, how it's going to work, and what you're going to move forward with your time. Do not, do not allow other people's emergency to come into your day and change that plan. Now, if you do that, because it's hard to say no to your loved ones, it's hard to say no to your boss, it's hard to say no to this person, it's hard to say no to that person. But if you don't say no, then that's going to mess up your schedule. And that time you're not going to get back. So plan it. Sometimes you have to plan that my wife, my kids are going to take up 45 minutes. So let me put that 45 minutes in my plan. Here's your 45 minutes to waste of my time today. But when that 45 minutes is over, I got to make that time up. I got to go back over here and do these different things. Don't allow other people's emergency to change your day, because your day is designed to make money this day. And if you don't increase your income, you decrease not only your income, but your time. And time is money. Time is definitely losing money if you're hanging out. Well, I spent an hour with you this morning, but you spent an hour understanding how the next hour is going to pay you. So if you're not getting paid for your time and the practices and the things that you need to do to take your business to the next level, what do? How do you do that? If you went to Juneteenth functions this weekend all over the place and you got all of these cards and you got stacks and you met so many people, now what? I met 50 people at this event and I got a rubber band around their card. Oh, I'm going to enter them in my database. Is that the best use of your time for you to enter them into your database? Or is it better to pay somebody $50 and say, hey, put these cards in Excel for me and send it to me in an email? What's the best use of your time? What's the best use of your teenagers' time? Or people that live in your house or people that live down the street that always want to waste your time, or that always ask, hey, how can I help you? I really want to help you. How can I do something for you? Oh, well, you can do something for me if you enter these cards in Excel and send it to me. So then, and when you're picking up cards and you're doing all of these things, short pencils, better than a long memory. Right on the back of the card, because you're not going to remember who that was. You're not, man, this guy's phone number is 562. Who would I meet in the 562 area? He just might have had a 562 number. He lived in the 909, different area code. But you don't plan that. So you have to understand that you need to make notes on business cards when you get them. Oh, met him at the fair, good guy, tall, 6 feet, sells insurance. Okay. Do I really want to call him back? Because he's an insurance salesman, car salesman, insurance salesman, always selling. ABC, always be closing is what you should be doing. You got to remember, every conversation you have, somebody's trying to sell somebody something. Either you're trying to get them to do what you want them to do, or they're trying to get you to do what they want you to do. And when you walk away, who wins? Who has actually sold the product, the idea, the time to say, hey, it was good talking to you because I got something out of it. I had a long production meeting the other day. We had lunch, and I think we were there a couple of hours. So when we got ready to leave, I say, what's the takeaway? What are we going to do next? Where is the line going to go so that we can put something together after this great meeting and this great lunch that took 2 hours? What are we going to make out of that? So when I got back to my spot, I wrote down Okay, had a nice lunch, met this person, met that person. What am I going to do with that person? Can I add them to my team? Or do they sit on the bench till it's necessary? Because you do need some bench riders. You do need some replacements. I needed replacements this past weekend in Long Beach at our event, at the celebrity golf tournament, at our event, at the Juneteenth event. I needed some replacements because the players that I had couldn't play. They showed up for the game, but they had no practice. They were not prepared. So I could not depend on them. Now, did I go to them and go, oh, I can't depend on you, you this, you no, 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 no. That's also a waste of your time because now you're forcing people to make excuses. And remember what I said earlier, excuses like a behind. Everybody got one. And I have a bad habit of not wanting to listen to your details. You're not here. The fact of the ceiling fell in doesn't really matter to me. I'm sorry your ceiling fell in, but you weren't here. And here is where the game is played. So if the quarterback don't make it to the playoffs, for whatever reason, the 5 million people that are waiting for the playoffs to go down, where's the quarterback? He's not here. He had an emergency. More important than this, maybe, but why do you have the people on the bench? Pull in the players. Make sure you got extra flow. Make sure you have the things that you need to have to make what you're doing work. Because if you don't do what you're doing to make what you're doing work, the people that you're doing it for, or the people that you're trying to show that you are the greatest and the best at everything, go, that Black Chamber of Commerce did not do this. They didn't have this. They didn't have that. I can't say that, oh, my person didn't show up or the person didn't do that. And people are understanding. Oh, I understand it's tough to get people to do things today. I understand. But when they go, oh, yeah, I'm not coming back here next year. Oh, I'm not coming back here next year. I'm not doing this next time because they had people in place that didn't play. You got to know you have players in the game because non-players, bench riders, cheerleaders are cheerleaders. Don't take a cheerleader and make them a quarterback, which means you got to identify your players because they're going to waste your time. Very few football, basketball, any sports that they're in the game look over to see how the cheerleaders are doing. Just doesn't happen. They don't call the cheerleaders in the game. They let the cheerleaders use the pom-poms and cheer. And if you got cheerleaders, that's good. You need cheerleaders. But what you need is players. And if you don't have players in the game, you can't be offense and defense. You can't throw the ball and catch the ball. Now, some think they can, but for the most part, they can't. So what you have to do is you have to make sure that as you're managing your time, here you go, you got to manage your people. You got to be able to delegate and know who's a player and who's a talker. In the sales game, the salesman that always comes in and talks about the big fish. I almost closed that guy. I had that guy. I got 5 appointments tomorrow. I got this and I got that. Oh, that's the talker. He's got this and he's going to really close this. At the end of the week, he's got no sales. But the quiet guy comes over and he turns in his envelope, he turns in his paperwork, and he says, nothing. You don't dance in the end zone. You give the football back to the referee. Your job is to make touchdowns. That's your job. Now, we might get a little extra bonus because you made a few more, but it's your job to sell insurance. It's your job to wait on tables. It's your job to manage your restaurant. It's your job as a restaurant owner to know that the plate that comes out of your kitchen at 5 a.m. in the morning better taste like the plate that comes out of your restaurant at 5 p.m. First plate, second plate, last plate, got to be the same. You are the owner, the manager, the person in charge. But you have to manage your people to manage your business. And if you don't manage your people, they waste your time. Don't allow people to waste your time. And I'm telling you again, people, time is something you don't get back. You can get back. You know what? Even when I tell you about a broken heart, that sucker will mend somewhere down the line. And you'll still carry pain, maybe, but that will end and you will move on to a different and hopefully a better situation because you've done something with your time. There's no such thing as a woe is me. Oh, I can't. I can't do this because I can't do this because I can't do this because I don't have any money. I can't do money is not your answer. Trust me. Oh, you don't know. If I had $50,000, if you had $100,000 right now, what would be the next thing that you would do? If you had $100,000, if I came in and I said, listen, I want to put $100,000 in your business, what is the next step you would take? What would you do with those funds that's going to move your business to the next level? Or is it just you? Because you can hire a bunch of people and they just walk around in a circle. Just walk around in a circle. I was in Best Buy the other day and they had a whole bunch of people in there with their names on their badges and very few customers. And they talking to each other. And I'm trying to buy something. And I was like, can I get some help over here? Oh, we need some help on aisle 10. What the hell are you three people doing? I'm sorry. What are you three people doing? They're wasting time on your clock. As the owner of that business, you are losing money because you have people standing around doing nothing. Everybody must have an assignment. Log your folks in. If you have people working for you, then you need to know what they're doing. I hear young people go to work at Amazon. I think Amazon delivers packages on time and all that kind of good stuff. But the people that work there go, woo, they want you to work every minute you're there. Of course they do, because they're paying you for every minute that you're there. So why wouldn't you work every minute that you're there? So when you start managing your time and managing your people, if you're not aware of what they're doing, I had 5 restaurants and I managed them from 3,000 miles away. 3,000 miles away. I was not going in there every day, tasting the food, because it was set up on a system. And the system was what the people worked for. They didn't work for me because their system that we had designed said at 9 o'clock, this is when they put the rolls in. At 9:04 was when they took them out. And at 9:05, they set them over here. The system worked. And if you don't have a system within what you're doing, stop. Just stop and come back. Get that pencil and create a system that is going to save you time. And if it saves you time, it's going to save you money, without a doubt. Because what they say, time is money. And you can't allow people to waste your time, because even though the money that they waste will come back, but the time will never return. So as you do your day today, test this theory. At the end of the day, put down everything you did today. You started out with me this morning at 7 a.m. and you and I rode together to 8. At 8:01, what are you doing? You walking out the door? You picking up? You starting your time management schedule? You should already be writing that down. So when 8 o'clock comes, you got at 8:01, this is what I'm going to do. By 9, I will be finished with this. And, there's certain things that you just got to do. I got to go pick up my tags today. I got to get my tags from one of my vehicles today. So I'm going to swing by AAA, and I've allowed 15, 20 minutes time-wise for that to pick that up. Then if I can get to AAA and it takes me an hour, so I'm wasting time. I'm in line. Now, is that the best use of my time? Do I need to get out of line? Do I need to put myself in a situation so I can come back when it's less people? What do I need to do to make that work? That's what you got to ask yourself. You got to start planning your time, planning and doing the plan. Don't plan and don't do. Because people plan and they don't. Oh, I plan to do this today, but child, something just happened and the day just got away from me. No, the day didn't get away from you. You got away from the day because you didn't have a plan to do what you were designed to do that day. And if you're designed to do this on Thursday at 10 o'clock, Thursday at 10 o'clock, at Thursday at 9:50, you need to be at your 10 o'clock spot. And if the people that you're there for at 10 are not there, I give them 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes to do what you need to get here to be on time. Because past that 10 minutes is into your pitch now, or into what we are here to do, or what we're here to talk about. So now I was going to give you an hour. Now I'm going to give you 45 minutes, or I'm going to give you 50 minutes because I've got someone else or someplace else to be in that time slot. Are you counting your driving time? We live here in Southern California. For those that are watching across the country, we drive everywhere. Gas is $6 more a gallon here, and we spend time going from 30 miles away for lunch. Do you need to do that? Do you need to meet now with this? Oh, I really need to meet with you. I get people all the time. Oh, I need to meet with you. Okay, what are we meeting about? Find out what that meeting is about before you go to it. If that meeting is about selling you some insurance and you really don't have time for that today, because you do need insurance, but it's not in your schedule today, put insurance in your schedule on Friday. Put insurance on your schedule on non-busy days. Put insurance on your schedule on Monday at 9 or 10 or whatever it is. Put that pitch into your schedule. Put picking up the kids into your schedule. I got to pick up the kids at 3:45. I got to get them fed. I got to do this. I got to do that. So don't always, and then managing your time does not mean driving through McDonald's to get them to get them kids some burgers that they shouldn't be eating. Managing your time means that I made them a sandwich. And when I picked them up, they got something to eat. They got something to work with. Managing my time means that I got up earlier to do what I needed to do. Managing my time means that I didn't prepare 2 hours to get dressed to go to work. I didn't have to comb my hair and I didn't have to do this. Now y'all see I ain't got no hair. So, but for those that do, manage your time. Know that it takes an extra 20 minutes to get that swerve in your head. Know that. And if you've been doing it for a while, you know. So do not waste time. And once again, call ahead. Find out what the freeways are like. Find out what your route is to get. So many of us waste time on our route. Man, I went all the way over there to get that, and they didn't have it. Now I got to come all the way back over here to make that work. Dog don't hunt. Don't do that. Call ahead. Email ahead. Find out, what you need to do. And we have a print shop, and I tell my people, don't wait till you run out of ink to order ink, because you run out of ink in the middle of a job. So you order your ink for your printer when you put the last cartridge in. You go online and you order a new cartridge right now, because there's no other cartridge in the drawer. And you run out of ink in your printer when you need to print. And you run out of ink in your printer on a Saturday when the ink stores close, or on a Sunday, or whenever it is, because you need to get this presentation for Monday, and you drug your feet all the way to Sunday afternoon. Now I'm going to do it because I only need it in the morning. And I already had it in my head. I can get to my computer, pop it in. I'm ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I can print this. Push print, sign comes up, ink out. What? But if you planned your time and you did what you're supposed to do, you take that cartridge out, you put another one in, and you keep on rolling. But if you don't manage your time, manage the things around you that try to take up your time, that's the key. Managing things around you that won't allow you to stay on your schedule. Stay on your schedule no matter what. Okay, I put this in my schedule. There's just no way I can get this meeting done. It's not going to allow me time. Okay, all right. Maybe you need to work on grants early in the morning when your brain is fresh. Why are you working on a grant in the middle of the day between 9 and 3? When your business should be moving and shaking and doing some things, but you're sitting here and you're working on paperwork. Yeah, the grant you need, it's going to come in handy, but it's coming down the line. Today is today. You got to make some money today. You got to eat today. You got to put yourself in a position today so tomorrow will be better. And you can't do that if you don't manage your time. If you don't put things the way they're supposed to go, you're just going to be sitting here rocking and rolling and going, oh, okay, yeah, I got this. All right, I'll call you tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Now, here's the bad thing about time management. If you manage your own schedule, stick to it. I have the worst thing in the world for me, and I have to confess, scheduling things are bad. Because if people say, hey, I want to meet with you, and hey, I'm just glad that you want to talk to me. Come on down. Let's talk. Let's see what we can do together. And then I'm like, I don't have time to meet with them because I gotta do. And everybody gotta do. I gotta do this now. Because if I don't do this, this won't happen. So everybody gotta do. So when your gotta do's run into your do's, which one do you do? Do you do your gotta do? And what is a gotta do? What is that? Is cleaning up the kitchen a gotta do? If it's really, really messy, yeah, it's a gotta do. But do you have to do it during work time? Do you have to do it during a time that you should be putting effort into your business and making your business function? Functionality is so important in a small business. You have to be sure that everything works. You boot up your computer and it don't work. How do you know what happened? I had an internet problem this morning, it's kind of freaking me out. Oh my God, my internet's not working. But I knew my internet wasn't working at 6:15. I didn't wait till 7 o'clock to log on to talk to you to find out things weren't working. So you have to get ahead to plan ahead. And if you get ahead and you function with the things that you need to do to move your business along, you have to know what works and what doesn't work. And once again, you run out of ink when you're out of ink. And if you don't have, when you take that last cartridge out of the drawer and you put it in your printer, you should go right back and order another one. And if you're ordering on Amazon, okay. But if you're going to the office stores to pick one up, you need to put that in your schedule. So when you're out driving around and you see office store, you can pull in, grab your ink, and have an extra cartridge. Don't wait till you're out of ink to buy ink. That's the worst thing in the world. Don't wait till you're out of something to do something. Don't wait till the formal dance to put your tuxedo in the shop in the cleaners that day. No, you keep your stuff ready. So if somebody says, hey, I'd like to invite you to a formal dinner tonight, you can say, hey, I'm ready. I can go. Prepare yourself for the unseen all the time. Well, Rich, how do I prepare myself for something that I don't know is going to happen? Because you do know it's going to happen. It happens every day. There's only a few things that go on in your life that are different from anyone else. You get up every morning. You stop by the head every morning. You get out, you get you some juice or coffee or whatever it is you need to get your day started. And once your day starts, do you have a plan? What is the first thing you're going to do tomorrow on Friday for your day? Do you have your schedules already done for Friday? Because to me, Thursday's done. My Thursdays are already planned out. I'm in the middle of it. So I'm not making notes for Thursday. I'm actually making notes for Friday and Monday. And if I have some assignments on the weekend or Saturday or whatever, I'm making some plans for that. Even on Sunday, I consecrate my day as unto the Lord on Sunday. I try not to do work on Sunday. And I tell my staff, don't call me on Sunday. Whether I do whatever I'm doing, I'm concentrating, I'm pulling myself back together and getting myself ready for the attack on Monday through Friday. So put yourself in that position so that you know, and even on Sunday, even on your day off, you want to delegate what you're going to do on your day off. Because if you didn't fix that hydrant after you say you was going to fix it all week long and Saturday or Sunday comes along, man, I don't feel like doing that. But you got to get up and do it. Nobody feels like doing anything until it's time to do it. Oh, I don't feel like driving. Parents are the number one people in the world that don't feel like it. But I'm a parent. Who do you call? You got a 4 or 5 year old or 3 year old or whatever your kid is, you don't have a sick day. You have a do what they want day. And you have to plan for that. And young people, no matter how young they are, and I say young people, I mean children, commit to what they want you to do. And they want you to do it, and they want you to do it now. And they don't care what your plan is. They don't care what you desire. They want you now. So now is when you have to plan. Friday, you know your kids are going to get out of school at 3:45. You know they're going to come home hungry. You know they're going to want to play. You know you're going to have to play some games with them. So build that time in. So when that 3:45 comes and you scoop them up or they show up or however that is works in your house from 3:45 to till it's time for them to crash out at 6 or 7 o'clock, that might be your captive time that you can't do anything but parenting. And you need to have parenting time, because if you don't, trust me, they will be buck wild when they become young adults. So you need to sow that time into your young people when they're young. Don't be too busy to let that pass by, because if you sow that time into them when they're young, when they understand what time is, they can be a help to you. They can be an asset as opposed to a liability. I didn't call your kids a liability, even though they're on your taxes, but you must be able to help them manage their time so they don't waste your time. Moving things in the direction so that you can prosper is so important. Prosperity comes and it goes. And if you're not at the place when it gets there, you're gonna miss it. But the best thing about that is it'll be back. So the old people used to say, if you live long enough, baby, you'll get to see what's really going on. So manage your time, take care of your health. We're going to have some health people coming on, and they're going to talk about nutrition and eating. All of that's important in business, because you can't be a productive business person hitting the drive-through eating a greasy burger 5 days a week. Now, do I do it? Sometimes. I am working on changing. And that's what you have to do. Change is a work in progress. You can't, let's change it. No, it's a work. You got to slide into something. If you got a habit that you've been trying to get rid of, drinking, smoking, driving, whatever it is, you got a habit that's not prospering your business. How do you drop a bad habit? Like you do a bad friend. Say, get on the bus, Gus, drop off the key lead, set yourself free. Because if you don't, you will be in bondage. And you don't even know your hands are tied. But if they're not producing, they're tied. If they're not developing something new and making something happen, you're tied. You're a hostage. You may be a friendly hostage and a happy hostage, but you are a hostage from doing what you want to do. I was told one time by a friend of mine, he says, listen, if you don't do anything, it's going to be okay, but you're not going to get anything from doing nothing. So you must do. Your gift is just there. It's there all over you. I can feel it pouring just inside of you. But if you don't exercise that gift, and you may need a cosigner or some help or a buddy or somebody that understands the power that you have, and they can help. Sometimes you just need somebody to crack that door so that you can exercise those powers that you have and be able to, because you can't help people if you can't help yourself. So as you exercise your powers and begin to move your stuff in and out, that is necessary for you to make it work. Listen, this is strictly business. I may go around the mulberry bush to help you get to where you want to go, but we here at Edge TV Network, at the Strictly Business Show, have a plan for you to move yourself in the right direction. And you say, well, you don't know me. I know business. I know entrepreneurship. And it's the same whether you're selling peanuts, popcorn, or cars, whether you are a marketing person or interior designer or a real estate agent or insurance agent or just an agent. It's the same. Put out or get out. That's what you got to do. You got to put forth, you got to engage, you got to make some things happen. My name is Rich Wallace, and you have been a part of Strictly Business this morning. And we are here to help you take your business to the next level. Go to edgetvnetwork.net, edgetvnetwork.net. Log in, put on the schedule to be a guest on Edge TV Network next week, because we'll be back Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, full schedule. Thank you so much for being a part of Strictly Business, edgetvnetwork.net. Rich Wallace. And hey, check us out online also at our Black Chamber of Commerce website. Go to. Thank you so much for being a part of this morning. This has been Strictly Business.